Hello, my name is Johnny Jean Michael, and I'm part of the Alliance Algorithms team for the software engineering class CEN 4020 at the Florida State University for fall 2015. For our project, we decided to create an application called BabyLog. BabyLog is an application that is meant to track the data of an infant from ranging from their sleeping to their eating habits. The data will be used by caretakers and parents to monitor the healthy progress of their child, especially during the early years of development, to ensure that the baby is developing properly. The primary consideration of the application would be the simplicity and the ease of use. We would want the application to be able to be accessible to the widest array of people. Other considerations would also be the performance and the knowledge and comfort level of the developer team. This would also involve not repeating ourselves and being able to deploy onto multiple platforms. The platforms under consideration are the mobile platforms, the web platform, and the desktop platforms. Within the mobile platform, there is the Android, iOS, and Windows Phone platforms. The mobile platforms is advantageous because they provide a very portable solution to the problem. Caretakers can record the data within their mobile applications and be able to view and export it via a number of sources. The web platform would be a browser-based solution where all the data is input and viewed in a web browser. This would be the creation of a web application that would require an internet connection for accessing the application. The desktop application would be based on the Windows and the Mac OS platforms. This would be a download onto the user's computer, and all of the data would be input and viewed onto the desktop application itself. The platform of choice for our application would be the mobile platform, primarily because it gives us a good balance between the desktop and the web platforms. Like the web platform, it is simple and easy and accessible and not dependent on a host computer to access and input and view the data. However, like the desktop platform, a mobile application can also give us the good UI elements and native performance because it can be optimized to the platform specific language and frameworks. But the biggest advantage that we saw with the mobile platform is the portability of the mobile phones and therefore can help the caretakers input the data immediately when the infant may be eating or sleeping. And this way there is no delay due to a lack of internet connections or the lack of access to a host computer. In terms of languages, the languages that we were considering were C Sharp, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and Java. C Sharp would be a good language because it is it offers a cross-platform deployment and is very familiar to our development team. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is also good because it offers a lightweight solution. However, it does suffer with some UI disadvantages, and UI might be optimized. What might need to be optimized in order to be brought up to speed with the native application look and feel. Java would appeal to the Android application primarily and would be optimized with UI and performance. However, it would not offer a very good cross-platform deployment solution. The language choice that we chose was C Sharp because primarily because of the knowledge and comfort level of the development team, but also because it offered a good balance between the native performance and a cross-platform deployment. That was very important to us as we did not want to repeat ourselves when we were developing the code. When it comes to our frameworks, we had three choices between the .NET framework, the Adobe PhoneGap framework, and the Android Studio framework. The .NET framework, using the Mono distribution, is an open source and free to use for students framework that would allow us to create and leverage the power of C Sharp to create cross-deployment applications. It also comes with an IDE called Xamarin Studio or a plugin for Visual Studio that is free for students to use that would also be a very advantageous solution. PhoneGap is also free, but primarily works with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and and offers a cross-platform deployment as well. But the UI, like we mentioned before, with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript solution, suffers a little bit and needs to be optimized specifically um, for for ease of use and simplicity. Android Studio would be best work with Java, and the Android platform, however, does not offer the widest array of cross-platform deployments. However, there are some cross-platform deployment plugins in being developed or in place, but they are not yet tested in a production environment, and we are wary of using that. The .NET Framework would be our choice because the cross-platform support is very important to us, and since we would choose C Sharp, the development team and the knowledge of the development team and their comfort level was also a important factor. The other thing with the .NET Framework is that Mono has been a stable distribution and has been tested in a production setting before by other applications. In conclusion, most of the choices that we made for the application were around the developer knowledge and the ability to deploy in a cross-platform setting. In my research, I found that the best solution was something that would give us a leverage to not deploy on a multiple development scheme, meaning we would not have to rewrite all the code for each platform, but rather we can deploy it with ease with C Sharp, .NET Framework, and the mobile landscape, and didn't have to make the developers learn something new. This is the conclusion of my research, and I appreciate the opportunity to have conducted this research and justified my position. Thank you, and goodbye.